Hi, I'm Megan Kuhn with Powerhouse Real Estate, and I want to tell you 5 things that you should never do when you're in the process of buying a home. The first thing you should never do when you're in the process of buying a new home is apply for any new credit cards or loans. This is one that's really important when you're at the store and they ask you if you'd like to apply for their store credit card. Make sure that you're saying no, and if you tell them that you're in the process of buying a home, they won't ask you again. Here's why. It will actually pull your credit, which puts a little ding on your credit every time that happens. So if you've been pre-approved and you're in the process of buying, or even if you're under contract and we're working through to closing, it could actually ding your credit. And if your credit drops throughout the process, it could make you unqualified for the home that you're buying, or it could make you come up with more money at the end because your credit score is lower than it was at the beginning. So don't ever apply for any new credit cards or loans while you're in the process of moving. Number 2, never deposit or withdraw large sums of money. If you're transferring from account to account, or you have some cash that you saved up that you want to put into the bank, make sure you're checking with your loan officer first because it's going to be flagged. They actually require statements from your bank accounts right before closing. And so they're going to see those big deposits or withdrawals coming in or out of your account, and it's going to be a red flag. And it could, again, unqualify you or hurt your qualification. Number 3, don't go out and buy a new car or open any loans on furniture. This one's really important. I know you want all the new furniture when you're buying a new home, but those large transactions are going to put a ding on your credit, as well as any new loans, like I mentioned before. So don't go out and buy a new car no matter how bad you need it, or buy any furniture until the deal is done, it's closed, and the new home is in your name. Number 4 is a little bit confusing, and this is one you may never have thought of. Don't go in and pay off any debts or close any credit cards that you previously had. I know this is counterintuitive because you think closing debts is going to help your credit. However, it could actually hurt it. When you close lines of credit, it can actually ding your credit, or it can change it significantly, which is a red flag when it comes to the lenders. So you want to make sure that you're asking your lender before you do anything like pay off a debt or close any lines of credit, because they're the ones who are going to be able to give you the thumbs up that it's totally fine, it's not going to affect you at all, or they're going to say, maybe let's hold off and do it at the end. And number 5 is probably the most obvious, but it does happen. Don't miss any payments on loans that you have while you're in the process. Any missed payments is going to affect your credit. It's also going to look like you aren't responsible to make those payments, and so it's going to be a red flag and it's going to affect your loan. At the end of the day, it's really important that you work closely with your lender throughout the entire process so that you're financially stable, so that your qualification isn't affected, and at the end of the transaction, you're able to qualify for the amount that they said, and so that we don't have any hangups when it comes through the process. The worst case scenario is we get you under contract on the perfect home and all of a sudden you no longer qualify. So you want to make sure that that doesn't happen to you and that you're staying really in the loop and keeping tabs with your lender to make sure that nothing's changed. My name is Megan Kuhn with Powerhouse Real Estate.